What's up, heroes? My name is Sylarclone, and welcome back to another episode of Ace Academy. Let's see what today has to offer for us. Last time, I know we just ended up having a nice day, relaxing, doing homework, and now apparently my alarm wakens me and I go through the routine of getting ready for the day. Great way to transition into things. Start off with the day. Nikki's already downstairs, and after a quick breakfast, we both head to school. So it sounds like we just only got one day of a day off. Now we're back to school. My class today is a little different from usual. Students sit scattered around the room, but as I walk past them to find a seat, I overhear snippets of conversations in different languages. Like me, they're all foreign to Japan. I settle into a seat at the back of the class, far from the entrance. I gaze out the window while I wait for the professor to enter. It's usually the best spot to sit is right in the back of the class. No one will really pay attention to you, so I wonder if anyone else is from America like we are. It sounds like that's what our character's background is, but if there are different languages going on, we're not really talking to anybody. We're probably the only one that really speaks English as a primary language. Suddenly, the room quiets down. I glance at the door, expecting to see the professor, but a girl with bright blue eyes and blonde hair is there instead. Hello, nurse. Although she has her hip cocked to the side, she still carries a commanding presence. She knows what she's doing. All eyes are focused on her, but she doesn't even blink at the attention, because she's used to it. Uh-oh. She's ready. She scans the room, and when her gaze settles on me, she flashes an excited grin. I overhear the two guys next to me commenting about her.
Who is that girl?
She's hot.
She must be new. I would have remembered a hottie like her.
Who wouldn't? I can feel the heat of everyone's glares as she steadily makes her way towards me.
Hey, she's coming our way.
No, she's coming my way.
Is she coming to us?
No. Whispers float behind her, but she ignores them and sits in the empty desk beside me.
Hey, how's it going?
Not bad. I wait for the other guys to answer, but they whisper to each other instead.
Who's that guy? Does she know him?
I'm cooler than you, that's why.
She must. Why else would she search him out?
Didn't I just answer that question?
You're right. She's way out of his league.
All the more fun chasing out of your league. When you're successful, it's great. She continues to stare at me, waiting expectantly. She must be talking to me. I'm such a chick magnet, I don't know where she can't be talking to me. Let's go with the no shit answer. She must be talking to me. Good. And you?
Better, now that I've found you.
Oh, you don't say. My day just got a whole lot better. You were looking for me. She merely smirks. Do we know each other?
No, but I saw you at the qualifiers.
So you're following me, huh? You did.
Yeah, I watched you take out those two AIs by yourself.
I mean, I'm not gonna brag. We were pretty cool taking out those AI. Ah, right. She leans closer to me and her voice takes on a breathy tinge.
You were really impressive. I've never seen anybody's core do that before.
Well, thank you. I can do a lot more with my core. Okay. Just take the compliment. Just take the compliment. Thanks.
How did you do it?
My little secret. I have no freaking idea how I did that. Well, actually, before I can answer, the professor walks in. Saved by the bell. The girl gives me a lingering smile before shifting back into her seat. I'm going to watch this happen.
Good morning, class.
Morning.
Welcome to the Foreign Exchange International Bridging. This class is for those who are new to Japan or would like a stronger understanding of Japanese culture.
That's definitely me. I want this
That
class.
means most
Wait,
of
I'm
the
here.
assignments will require you to leave campus and explore the city.
Leave campus? You mean I get to go for homework and go exploring and be a tourist? That is the most awful thing ever. This class should be interesting. It'll be nice to get off campus every once in a while.
Now, let's begin.
Absolutely. The Japanese culture is just so great, and it's nice that that Pixel Fate has said you're taking a class where you're learning about the culture because you're definitely a foreign exchange student, which is kind of cool. That nice bridging area is nice because things are way different in different cultures. You have a great rest of your day too, Prof. The cute girl turns back to me and hands me a torn sheet of paper.
Don't lose this, okay?
I won't. What is it? She winks.
It's my number.
Ah, I shall cherish this forever. Keep it right here. We're so in sync. I don't even know you, but we only just met. We're so in sync. The other ones kind of sound like lame. We're so in sync. I hand her a similarly torn sheet of paper.
What's this?
My number. She laughs.
Looks like I beat you to the punch.
Not gonna complain about that, darling. Now let me just watch you walk away. Don't get used to it.
Call me sometime, okay?
You know it. She grabs her bag and starts to leave. And wait! She flips her hair and lets her gaze fall up back on me. What? What's your name?
Valerie.
Nice to meet you. I'm Sylar.
I know.
Well, that's not creepy whatsoever. She winks at me again and turns away. I watch Valerie's hips sway mesmerizingly as she exits the room. I'm left wondering what exactly just happened. I've never met a girl as bold as her before. Neither have I. And how did she know my name? From the qualifiers? I shake my head. I shake the questions out of my head and collect my things.
Did you see that? He didn't even ask for it, but she just gave that guy her number.
That's because I'm cooler than you.
No way.
Absolutely. I got it right here. The two of them crowd me as I pack up.
Dude, that was amazing.
Do I get a high five for that? That seems high five worthy.
That chick was all over you. What's your secret?
Like I would tell you guys. Huh?
I mean, how did you
Character's
get a
such a
girl
moron
like
at
that
times.
to just give you her number?
Because I'm cool.
Yeah, usually we have to ask for it, and that hardly ever works.
That's because you guys are lame. I shrug and shoulder my bag. Nothing in particular. No idea. You have to be Sylar. I don't know here. This is a tough one. Now, nothing in particular. It's just a nice guide. Or let's go with nothing in particular. I didn't do anything. She just gave it to me. They frown.
Guys like us should look out for each other.
No, I'm not helping you guys out. Guys like us.
Yeah, tell us how you did it.
A few students hover in the doorway, unsure if they should enter the classroom or not. Well, we are done. Let's get out of here and leave these guys hanging. Look, I've got to go. Other people need to use this room.
One day, we'll learn your true secret.
No, you won't. Nice try. I leave before they can say anything else. Bastards, never gonna figure out what my secret is. Now that class is over, I've got some free time. What do I feel like doing? Kaori. No. Her and I don't exactly see eye to eye. Valerie. Now here's where I hesitate. While she's being portrayed as probably one of the more, if not most attractive girl in school, at the academy, something about her bold approach doesn't sit well with me. Just because she knows she's pretty and she knows she's getting this attention. Why would I want to feed that? Let's play hard to get and see where that goes. Let's learn a little bit more about Mayu. I want to learn a little bit more about her. I don't really particularly want to know more about Kaori just yet. Especially since we can't talk to Yuuna. I go to the library to study. I sit down at a secluded desk between the stacks of books. After a couple minutes, I think I hear a muffled thumping, as if someone's trying to quiet their jumping. I follow the noise to a nearby stack. I see Mayu balancing on her toes, trying to reach a book on the top shelf. Why don't you ask me for help? I'm tall. I can reach things on the top shelf. Her fingers barely graze the ledge of the shelf. She tries a dainty hop, but fails to reach the book. At least she's trying to be quiet. That's considerate being in a library at all. As she shies, she pouts and readies herself to try again. Intervene. Let's intervene. Stifling a laugh, I walk over. Oh, that's not nice, and easily pull the book that she needs. Mayu blinks at me as I hand it to her. It's like she doesn't know who we are.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. She hugs the book to her chest and stares shyly at the ground. Well, she's a little awkward. That's cute. No problem. It seemed like you could use some help there. Her cheeks redden as she nods. Is she embarrassed? Is she crushing on us? I don't know. There's so many different signs. I take another look at the book she's holding. Hey, isn't that a Piloting 101 textbook?
Yeah.
Cool. I thought so. I guess you're working on the assignment now?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. She gives me a strange look. I only know this because I have to retake Piloting 101. I'm not stalking you or anything. Oh, dear Lord. character, there are times where he's smooth as all get up. Then there's times like this, where he's the most awkward dude ever, and you just want to sit there and you cringe. Oh, dear Lord, you cringe.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
Oh, she's awkward. This is cute. There's a long pause. Mayu refuses to make eye contact with me, and I'm worried I might have scared her when she suddenly speaks up.
Why do you have to take Piloting 101 again?
That's a very good question. Why do we have to take Piloting 101 again? I don't think that's ever been explained. As soon as the words leave her mouth, her eyes grow wide and her blush deepens.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be rude.
It's not rude at all. It's a very good question. Hey, character Sylar in this game. Why do we have to take Piloting 101 again? Please explain. I can't help but grin at her reaction. Nah, don't worry. It's a normal question. Basically, my credit from CINY didn't transfer. Apparently, some of the material is different here for the introductory course, but so far, everything we've covered has been the same. Okay, well, that makes a little bit of sense. If any of you guys know if you've ever considered transferring schools, or you have transferred schools, a lot of credits don't transfer over, so you have to be very particular of what school you do. I know when I was taking some classes over the summer, that was something I was very aware of, was what school could I go to locally to take a summer course that would transfer over for my school. I don't know what just happened.
Oh, I see.
Alright. Yeah, that said, since I've taken this class before, if you ever need help, feel free to ask me. She smiles.
That would be great.
Ah, I'm glad to help. Especially since she's our teammate. We stand in silence again. She seems like she wants to ask me something, but is too shy to say it. Just ask me out for coffee already. It's fine. I like coffee. Offer to help her now. I know exactly what she wants to ask me. I think she wants to be left alone. I'm torn between these two. Let's offer to help her. Would you like any help now?
Sure. But only if
It's like we can read her mind. Of course not. I always have time for my friends. Her eyes meet mine when I say friend before she quickly looks away again. Another blush stains her cheeks. Oh, she's so awkward. It's so cute. Despite that, she smiles and nods. We sit down at the desk together, and I go over my notes with her. As we settle at the desk, I pull up my tablet, and Mayu pulls out a spiral notebook. She opens her textbook and flips to the correct page, then opens her notebook to a fresh page, her pencil at the ready, as she begins to read the text. I watch her curiously as she meticulously writes her notes in fine print. Oh, she's self-conscious or embarrassed about something. Look at that eye motion. That was very clever, very subtle. If you're not paying attention, you can miss it. After a couple of minutes, she looks up and our eyes meet for a second before she looks away. A blush stains her cheeks. What's that? Are you writing your notes? Mayu seems self-conscious. Don't be a dick.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. What, do we flash back to the year 2000? To each their own? No, it's really cool. Nothing wrong with handwriting your notes. That's awesome. She blinks, surprised.
You don't think it's weird?
No, I still take all my notes by hand if I ever need to take them. I shake my head. No way! People are too dependent on technology these days anyways. I notice my tablet. Including me. Mayu smiles. Good, she's now smiling.
I just learn better when I write it down.
I'm the same way, actually. When I was in school, that's how I would learn everything in notes in class. I had to write it down. Never had my computer out. If I did, I was playing games. Really? She nods. How'd you get into that habit?
I wasn't allowed to have electronics when I was growing up.
Nothing wrong with that. I can't remember the last time I was without my tablet. How did you survive? Mayu giggles.
Well, it wasn't so bad. I think that's where I got.
Well, when you grow up used to something like that, it's not going to be too bad.
Games very often, but Father always encouraged reading.
Hey, reading's a good skill to have. A lot of people take that for granted.
He said he didn't want me to get distracted from my studies.
He's a good man.
That's why I wasn't allowed to have a tablet.
Again, you know, as I just said, if you have the tablet or computer up in front of you, you don't know if you're playing games or not. Sounds like your father takes your education very seriously, which is a good thing, seeing a value in education.
But by then I was so used to using a pen and paper that typing out my notes felt unnatural.
Again, to each their own. If that's what works for you, Mayu, you gotta stick with it.
He does. I was in high school when
Sorry about that. Well, the one upside to writing all the time is that your handwriting is really neat. I wouldn't be able to read my notes if I wrote everything down. That's very true. Mayu giggles.
I'm sure that's not true.
Oh, it absolutely is. I read somewhere once that a person's handwriting can say a lot about them.
Oh, really?
That is very true. Well, your characters are very neat and small. Your strokes are slightly rounded, not angular or spiky.
What does that mean?
That's a very good question. What does that mean? You're an introvert, you're an extrovert, you're gullible. That's mean, and she's definitely not an extrovert. Process of elimination, introverted. Means you tend to be more shy and avoid confrontation. You also have a tendency to be more creative. Mayu seems pleased.
That actually sounds accurate.
Haha, we win. That's a good sign, that note. The handwriting doesn't lie. Anyway, we should focus on the assignment. Back to the task at hand. She turns back to her text and I return to mine. As I'm reading, I can see Mayu glancing at me out of the corner of my eye. She's checking us out. I look up.
Well, do you think you could explain this passage to me?
You mean this one right here? Yeah, I think so. It's a passage on core maintenance, which, judging by how well her gear held up last battle, I'm certain she already knows. I grin. Of course. Yeah, she's happy. She's just wanting us to be close to her. I continue to help her until her assignment is complete. Remembering that the team rankings were supposed to be posted this morning, that's right, our exams were on Friday. Means, see what the results are. That was quick to get them. I take out my phone and notice an unread email from the school. The rankings are posted online and can be accessed through the web link. I tap on the link embedded in the email and wait. Waiting. Waiting. The page doesn't load. Damn thing still isn't working for me. Technology, great when it does work, awful when it doesn't. There's a note at the bottom of the email saying a physical copy of the ranking is posted in the pilot's lounge, so I head there. Sounds like a plan. Heading to the pilot's lounge, which is so cool. Upon entering, I notice a crowd of pilots on the opposite wall in front of the posted ranks. They're surrounding a smiling guy with white hair and showering him with praise. Gee, I wonder what character that we've known so far with white hair that people shower with praise, who always is smiling. I wonder who that could be. I bet you it's Akira. I have a brief feeling of deja vu. Pushing past the crowd, I eagerly check the board and search for my team. My stomach twists into knots. I really don't know what to expect. Once I find our team, I breathe a sigh of relief. Rank 21. That's not bad at all. No, considering we've never really practiced with the team, and we were down weapons. The pilots beside me are still talking, and I tune into their conversation. Eavesdropper. Yep, that's Akira right there.
Being ranked #1 again this year, Akira.
Hey, male student, I can smell the brown on your nose from here.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. But it's actually my team who deserves the congratulations. They all fought really well.
Oh, this guy's just great. And the voice acting for him, I really enjoy a lot. Because they want to try to make it out as your rival. Nikki kind of points at that after you first interact with him. But he's really not a bad guy. Because his voice is very smooth. Very nice and calming and relaxing. Like, he's just normal everyday student who just excels at what he does in the program. But here, just this right here. It's actually my team who deserves the congratulations. They all fought really well. He's just kind of pushing that congratulations onto his team. That's a great character right there.
Still, you were a big reason why your team got first rank.
Well, he's technically a quarter of the reason why his team got the rank.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Yeah, again, it's just, thank you, stop doing this.
Don't you already have a sponsor too?
Sponsor?
Yeah,
Cool.
Who is it?
Ooh,
it's Eludian Enterprises.
really? He's got that big weapons industry as a sponsor? That's big.
I've heard their weapons are pretty cutting edge.
That's what everyone's been talking about.
Wow, you're so lucky. You basically had a sponsor waiting for you.
Well, that might not be true. He might not have had a sponsor waiting for him. It could have been one of those they were going to sponsor whoever was rank 1 anyways. Before anyone else can reply, a group of girls cuts through the crowd to read the rankings. Hello, who's this? A tall girl with long, dark hair steps forward and squints at the board. Then she cheers excitedly. How tall are we talking here?
The top 10.
What, top 10? As she jumps in excitement, my eyes are drawn to her chest, and I boom! But I look away before I catch myself staring. Gentlemanly. Glancing around me, it seems like I wasn't the only guy she distracted.
Are you serious, May?
May is her name. Those green eyes, those just are haunting. Those, not haunting, they pierce. One of her teammates pushes past to double-check the post.
Of course I'm serious.
Why wouldn't she be?
We're in 9th place.
Wow, that's top 10. Cool.
That's not bad at all.
No, if being in the top 10 isn't bad.
Especially considering how long we've actually practiced together.
True. Could be 21 like us. Akira joins May. Interesting.
Congratulations on your rank, May.
Thank you, but I'm sure it means nothing compared to being number 1.
I mean, that's again a big thing about him, and I'm gonna keep showering him with praise here on this one because he just came up and said, "Good job. You guys did great." She flashes him a warm smile and rubs her arms, squeezing her chest together in the process. Akira falters for a second. Oh, he's got a crush. Then shakes his head and speaks earnestly.
No, you girls are pretty impressive. You're a new team, right? Formed over the summer?
Yeah, wow, he knows a lot about the teams here. That's really cool. May nods.
It's not often that a team who hasn't had much chance to practice and learn from each other is able to make top.
And he's showering them with praise again.
To be proud.
That's just great.
That means a lot.
He knows a lot about them, and he's going to shower them with praise. Even though he's won, he's just saying, you guys still did good.
No.
Which means he acknowledges that
Too?
they could have done much better if they practiced a lot longer.
Not yet, but we aren't worried. We've had a few companies reach out to us today.
So the sponsor thing sounds important. Male student has brought that up a couple of times.
I think my team and I will go through the SBA to get a sponsor.
Through the SBA. I wonder if our team's working on getting a sponsor. SBA? What's that? I do a quick search on my phone as those people just fade away. A website for a student-run association pops up on the school network. Looking. Ah, it's the Student Bridging Association. Sponsorship Bridging Association. A student association that pairs sponsorship opportunities with different teams. Sounds simple enough. I click on the More Information tab. Why should your team get a sponsor? The SBA prides themselves in pairing appropriate sponsors with the Ace Academy teams who have proven their ability in battle. These sponsors fund teams for their repair costs and as well as provide them with equipment improvements. This is a mutual relationship that benefits both the team through equipment costs and repairs, and the sponsor by giving them greater exposure and an opportunity to advertise through their teams. I scan through the rest of their website looking for an on-campus location. I should stop by and see if they can help us with a sponsor. Instead of the location, I find the student volunteer list and a name pops out at me. Ding. Yuuna Misaki. Our girl. I didn't know she was part of the SBA. Maybe she'll be willing to help us out. It's a bit loud since those group of pilots are still talking, so I move to a quiet corner and dial Yuna's number, because she gave us her number.
Hello?
Hello, Yuuna. It's Syla.
Oh, hi. How are you?
Fabulous. I'm fine. How are you? Let's explain the situation. Let's actually have a conversation. Good. How are you doing?
Quite well.
That's good to hear. Great.
Do you need something?
Why do you assume I need something? Can't I just talk to you? Oh, yes, I did. I came across the SBA website today and noticed your name on the volunteer list. Are you still a part of that association? That's a good question to ask. That's not assuming that she's part of it. That's just saying, I saw this. The website could be out of date.
I am.
That's great to hear. I was looking to get our team a sponsor, but wasn't sure how.
Oh.
Then I heard a few students talking about the SBA today and figured I'd check it out. When I saw your name, I just had to ask.
I'd be happy to help you find a sponsor.
Sweet, we've gotten in. Really, you don't mind?
It's no trouble at all. I'll check in with the association in the morning, and I'll be sure to keep you in the loop.
Sounds good. I appreciate it.
Did you need anything else? I don't mean to rush you, but I've got to head out.
Nope, that's all.
Okay. Then
Cool,
I'll
so
talk
we
to you
got someone
when I
working
have
on a sponsor. I'd much rather work with someone I know. I'd still try to do it. Great, thanks again for your help, blah, 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 blah.
something. See you around.
You know, when I'm trying to do anything, I try to see if I know anyone who's a part of it. The phone clicks after she hangs up. At least we're one step closer to getting a sponsor. I hope. But you want to know someone who's in there because they will do their best and you know they're going to do a good job. Or someone you're rather close with, that is. I glance at the time. It's still early in the evening. What should I do? See if Nikki needs a ride home. Show. Yuuna. Well, I don't want to go back to Nikki's school. If her friends are still there. After the last time? Don't want to do that again. Show, I'll give you 5 seconds to figure out why we show. Time's up. We're going to go with Yuuna. I feel like doing something active, but I don't want to lift weights. I've heard the recreation center has a lot of activities going on. There's bound to be something I can do there. Pick up dodgeball? That'd be great. As I walk in, the first thing I notice how much natural light shines into the room. The facility is huge, but it doesn't feel overwhelming. There are signs leading to different gymnasiums and even a pool. There's a locker room nearby, and I take advantage of the facility to change into my gym clothes. Well, yeah, if we're going to work out. As I continue to explore, I spot tennis courts filled with students playing matches. A few students crowd the sidelines, waiting for a court to be open. Yuuna is among them. She's standing alone, stretching out her arms. I head over and greet her, stretching out as well. Hopefully we're working out. Hey, Yuuna!
Hi.
How's it going? She seems surprised.
I didn't expect to see you here.
I didn't expect to be here, to be honest. Not one to typically go to the gym much anymore. She chuckles. So, you play tennis?
A little, just for fun.
I can tell by your getup.
Do you play?
Oh, the stripes here match your hair. That's very subtle. Same with down here on the dress. Do I play? I'd only play if someone invited me to, not so much on my own. I'm awful at tennis.
I see.
But I do enjoy the game. It is rather fun to watch. So have you been waiting long for a court to free up?
Not too long. Plus, I'm next on the wait list.
Good girl, you putting your name on a list just to make sure you're able to get a court. Who are you playing against? She shrugs.
Anyone who's available.
Okay. How about you and I play a game then? She suddenly seems shy.
Sure, but I have to warn you, I'm a bit rusty. I haven't played much this season.
This season, which leads me to believe that you play more often. Still better. Don't be modest. Let's have a fun match. That just means a better chance for me to win. We'll be evenly matched then. Well, it's green. I'm clicking it. My gamer senses are tingling. I think you're just being modest. I bet you're a really skilled player who consistently wipes the floor with your opponents. She blinks in surprise.
Thanks, but what gives you that impression?
I shrug. Just a feeling I have.
You must have a lot of faith in me.
Of course I do. You're my waifu. Supposed to have faith in you. I can't play with no equipment, though. Is there somewhere I can borrow a racket?
I actually have an extra you can use.
Cool. Thanks. Court opens up, and Yuuna and I take our place on opposite sides. Since you're feeling a little anxious, why don't you serve first?
Oh no, that's okay.
That's fine. Please, I insist. Let the lady serve first. She smiles her thanks and nods. We settle into place. I give my racket a few experimental swings. Looks good to me. Things are about to get serious. The music changed. Once ready, I nod. Game on! Yuuna tosses the ball into the air, pulls back her arm. Whathok! With a resounding crack, her racket connects with the ball in a powerful serve. The ball whizzes towards me at lightning speed. Miss, whiff. It speeds past me in a blur. Too fast for me to catch it. What the heck was that?
I'm sorry.
Don't be. I glance at Yuna's worried face and snap out of my daze. It's fine. I wasn't expecting that. I'll be expecting your next one. She smiles, then prepares for her next serve.
15 love.
Oh, yes, love. I mean, what? She bounces the ball a few times, preparing herself for the next serve. She throws it overhead. Her next serve is just as powerful. Rusty my ass. Ball zooms towards me. Return. I catch it with the tip of my racket. The ball flies erratically, but makes it over the net. Yuuna smoothly parries it back. The longer we play, the more I'm able to keep up a volley. Yuna's face is set in deep concentration, but she easily counters my hits every time the ball flies over the net. If this is how she plays when she's out of practice, then I'm not sure I want to face her at her peak. Told you she was good. Still, the game is over before I know it. I couldn't compare to her, and she won 6-2.
That was a good game.
She's so happy.
You did really well.
Anywhere near as well as you. You're being too kind. That was clearly a one-sided game. I'm not sure I believe that you're out of practice. You were amazing out there. Yeah, there we go. Yuna's cheeks are flushed from both the match and from embarrassment.
Thank you, but I really don't deserve such praise.
Yes, you do. You have nothing to be embarrassed about. Even at your worst, you're still better than me.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. Otherwise, you wouldn't have won. Are you part of the school league? She shakes her head no. You really should consider trying out.
You think so?
Absolutely. You do very well. She seems pleased, but shrugs.
Thanks, but I'm not sure I have time for that kind of commitment.
Well, between her schooling and being a part of the SBA, that's probably a big-time commitment.
Hey, are you guys finished?
Yes, male student. We turn and face a pair of students walking onto the court.
Oh, yes, we just finished.
Actually, we were wondering if you two would be interested in a doubles match.
A couples match, you say? I mean, doubles match, you say? Yuuna and I glance at each other and both break into grins.
Sounds like fun.
She's dead serious. Let's kick their ass. Let's do it.
Great. You guys can serve first. Good luck.
You too, you're gonna need it. I retrieve the ball and toss it to Yuuna. She catches it and preps to serve. I don't think these two know what they're in for. That's cute right there. That's a nice interaction there. So we gotta remember, Yuuna likes tennis. Alright, when I get home, Uncle Kaito is lounging on the couch with his feet up on the coffee table, staring intently at his laptop. Mountains of papers and folders surround him, with a few loose pieces strewn across the floor. Hey, Uncle. Sneaky home? Clearly startled, Kaito spins to face me and loses the rest of his papers in a scattered mess. He rubs at his eyes before letting out a resigned sigh, and kneels to pick them up. I bend down to help. Good to plan. Sorry, didn't mean to scare you.
It's not your fault. Sometimes this house can be too quiet.
I take it Nikki's not home. He gives me a weak smile. He understands, he knows. He gives me a weak smile. I can tell he's tired. Kaito's been working late almost every night since Nikki and I arrived. I hope he's not overworking himself. I do too. I hand back all the papers I collected, and he begins sorting them into folders again. Can I help? Offer to help, which is nice. We did create some of the mess. He hesitates, then shakes his head.
Thanks, bud, but I've got it.
Sure. I sit beside him anyways. What are you working on?
Just some work stuff.
What kind of work stuff? Right. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't really know what Uncle Kaito does for a living. What kind of work stuff?
A lot of things.
You're so cryptic. He's being awfully evasive with his answers. I knew it. He's a secret agent. Okay, I can take a hint. I don't know here. Let's poke a little bit. I think that's what this one's gonna do. Is it a secret?
Huh?
Never mind. What you're doing? Is it a secret?
No, of course not.
You're just being evasive. Well, getting info from you is a little like pulling teeth. He laughs. There we go. We got him happy now.
Sorry, I'm just looking over the contracts for the restaurant.
Okay, the what now? Although that being said, contracts. Don't you have a department that handles those?
Yeah, we do. But as regional manager, I have...
Oh, okay. He's the big boss of the region, at least.
Then I send it to the deal desk to make sure all the legalese is correct and that there are no hidden clauses.
So he looks over and kind of draws everything up before sending it out to be double-checked and then sent out to be signed. He pats the piles of papers closest to him.
We're opening up a new cafe in the next month, hence all the new contracts.
Cool. Oh, really?
Yeah. Actually, it won't be too far away. You know that empty lot in the strip mall?
Yeah, the empty lot that's just right up the street. The one that's been under construction.
Yep, that's where it'll be.
Gonna have to check it out. That's pretty close. I'll have to stop by after it opens and check it out. Maybe we could take Yuuna there.
Have you been to any of our other restaurants yet?
Probably not. Please do not be disappointed. Time to wing it. I didn't even know you managed restaurants until now. Please do not be disappointed. That just is too good to pass up. I put on my best apologetic grin and rub the back of my head. Not exactly. Kaito just smiles at me.
That's okay. You've been pretty busy, but you should check them out. They're pretty good if I do say so myself.
And not to pat his own self on the back, but we'll have to give it a go. Sure.
Well,
if you get the chance, you should try the place near the park.
Near the park.
It serves Western-style cuisine and is very popular in Isukaze.
Is it now?
I know it won't be
Sounds like the spot to be.
back in the States, but I'd be curious to see how you like it.
I mean, it'd be interesting to try it out. Plus, with our bridging class, we get to tour Isukaze. And if this is a popular spot in Isukaze, might as well try it out with our homework assignment. 2 birds with one stone sounds great. Sure, that sounds great. He grins at me before turning back to his stack. I should probably let him work. I'm gonna go upstairs. Good luck with all this.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Hopefully he's not working all too hard. I head to my room and do another quick search on the SBA. Then decide to check out what other clubs are at ACE. Looks like there's a club for everything. Tennis, cooking, business, culture, etc. Kinda sounds a bit like a college or a university. There's a club for everything, and if there's not, make it. At some point, I vaguely hear voices downstairs. Nikki's home. After a quick conversation, she comes upstairs and I hear her shut the door to her room. Guess she doesn't want to talk to us. I continue surfing the net, but after a while, my eyelids start to droop, and I crawl into bed before drifting to sleep. Well, I think I'm going to end this episode here. Speaking of going to sleep, it's one of those. We've done quite a bit today with it. Shut up, alarm clock. We're just going to let this play us out here. So I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm going to end it right here because we've done a lot today. I want to try to take it one day at a time inside of this. I'm really enjoying this game so far, and I hope you guys are enjoying the playthrough at home as well. If you liked the video, hit the like button there at the bottom. Subscribe for more content like this. And as always, heroes, I will see you all in the next video. You guys take care and have a great rest of your day.